Operation Wealth Ascension. 2026 done. Done Tech Forex. Operation Wealth Ascension. 2026 done. Done Tech Forex. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Done Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me. Loyal to my destiny, can't give up, it's meant to be. They think it's too good to be true, I call it reality. For those who have eyes, I provide transparency, a vision that can't be unseen. You can try it yourself, whether on a demo account or on your own wealth. The method is so simple, the indicator's so simple. All you gotta do is tune in and pay attention. Hey, you see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Done Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Done Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Done Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me. Loyal to my destiny, can't give up, it's meant to be. They think it's too good to be true, I call it reality. For those who have eyes, I provide transparency, a vision that can't be unseen. You can try it yourself, whether on a demo account or on your own wealth. The method is so simple, the indicator's so simple. All you gotta do is tune in and pay attention. Hey, you see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Done Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Done Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. Had to become a marksman. Operation Wealth Ascension. 2026 done. Done Tech Forex. Operation Wealth Ascension. Amazing. So I'm here. Good morning. Done Tech Forex. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. I think we need to keep the time like 10 a.m. constant so that at least we might be moving so on so well. I was checking on, I think I'm trading USD. I'm on trade for the USD JPY. See what is really happening here. From here about, this is 1 minute time frame. Noisy, the maximum, the minimum I can really go is look at that drop from 159,300 and now we are talking about this area here. This actually I think was the perfect one. 158,585. That was the perfect entry, probably that you could have entered around 85,585. We are pressing on, so we keep the analysis. So I am in for USD JPY. I'm in USD JPY. I'm buying all the way to 159 something there. So at least those are areas I'm targeting before we continue dropping. But there's a very big drop that we happened here.
So I want us to mark and see before we proceed on this on the highest time frame, where are we ending? Because you know we are swing traders, so we have to leave our trends running throughout. And now let's see. I want us to see whether we are really ready for this, because market might be jumping up. It's not yet. We might actually be getting lower prices all the way to around this corner here. Might be getting to this area here, so let me check out that thing. What else? Let's just combine this, at least we get something amazing. Yeah, this is not a good one. This is so bad entry. Actually, so many people, I think this is bad entry for me. That's a bad entry. That's why so many people actually get stopped out. So if you're planning to enter around this area here, I think that is where majority of people have entered this buy here. And to lose this is very easy. So let me see what I've done. I hope I'm not going to do the same mistakes here. Oof, now that's not good. That's not good. So this region that you see here, inside between 158,600 all the way to 158,347, that is not really a good entry point, although it's look like so I think the only target we can have is this region here that we are going to arrive here for the USD JPY from this point around here. So probably maybe when this candle closes in the next 4 hours, like we are going to have, maybe it's going to drop all the way to this point that we have here. Then we can proceed towards the move that is on the trend that we are really been getting. This that is GBP USD JPY thing. I think that is a drop that we really get, because the market look, it was really hard, very on the overbought zones, but I don't think whether the buying is really not here. So we can see if we buy, we're actually going to be buying highly. If we buy around here, if we buy from that point, we are really going to be buying very highly. So if you're in the USD JPY, this is not really good time to buy from that point. I really fear that. Let us just wait for another good entry that is coming up.
Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex. Turn the pain into progress.
I know we really came late for this. Probably we're going to analyze the PPI. For those who are here yesterday, we were talking about the PPI. Was talking about the evolution of where we start from the CPI until we get the data that we are really looking for. So the CPI is a contribution of different things, all the way from the manufacturer, side to PPI, then the rest. So the PPI that we have tomorrow has impact. And which one are we going to be looking at? The today's PPI will actually also influence the market. Remember that. So we can really check on that, because I've already said that USD JPY is promising, but at least I think we might be getting this market pushing the way down. We might be getting this market actually pushing all the way down instead of reversing. And my target here is these areas where we have around 158 flat. So 158 flat, 158, so 50 pips down, 158 flat. That is where I'm going to start buying when this market touches 158. So the moment we touch 158, be in for buy long term. I'll be buying and be entering a long trade that is going to for the USD JPY. Yeah. That will be USD JPY. USD JPY. That is going to be my entry. USD JPY. I want to see what is really going to be happening here, because again today on Wednesday 14th of January, hii miaka inaenda, hii siku zinaenda kama kitu kingine. The time is really running so fast. The time is really running so fast. So we are running, the time is really running so fast. So we are going to have this. So when you mark this on lower time frame, this is what we are really getting. I know some people might be, this really looks good as well, but it might not actually touch. You see, if you really go into trend base and move all the way to 159, those are really so much few pips on the upper side. Few pips, small ones, but at least when we wait to this market to drop and we buy when the market is really down, that is really we are going to be capturing a very big move. We are going to capture a very big move that is going to be happening right here. Yeah, so I'm going to be waiting for it to come to this region here. So I'm going to mark those zones. I'll be marking these zones here. So that is what we have from here. That will be buying zone. So we are going to buy when the market comes to this. I'm also going to write it like this. Probably now to create another new high. Yeah, so that is what I am waiting to see from that place. The market has all the signs to drop. And in case maybe we are going to move up, the left prices or the highest prices that we are going to move is around that area here. This is going to be, and you can see it's just very close. That's why I'm talking about 20 pips up before we continue to move the market to the direction towards the downside. So patience here. So when the market has the potential of moving, continuing to move all the way down, we have that potential. Now where have we gone? Because remember we are talking about selling at these prices here. Okay, the market failed to break the zones. As you can see from here, we failed to break. The market failed to close below our breaking point here. This is gone. So let's start here. This is very important. It's good to know this. Where are we going to start entering the sales for the prices of the gold? It's good to know this. It's very good to know this. Where are we going to start moving, like placing the sales? So we are going to place our sell all the way, at least when we hit 46.80, around 46.80 there, 46.70, all the way to 4700. That is where we are going to place ourselves for this. But if you look at this market keenly, you realize that it's moving up and the movement is still continuing. If we are still on the up, we are still moving up, so still on the trend. So the next target probably is 41, of which I think is a new high that is going to be created on this market, a new high of 41, as we are ending all the way to almost 4700. So if you end up to 4700, that is really going to be amazing. We are going to be looking for sale. Look at this demand zone that was really created here, and I think market has really to visit this again in future. This actually the market has to drop this one. So you can see when we are talking about don't buy in this zone. So in case this market was actually to visit this zone, remember we could have actually been targeting all the way to 45 something, but the market testing these regions, very strong buys. You can see many orders that will actually enter around that area, and it pushed the market to move all the way up. That was so interesting yesterday for the gold. So where are we moving? We want to break this 41 as we move now to 60s. Once we achieve that, I think this market is really going to be good. So you're waiting to see this market breaking those zones towards the upper side. Daily time frame, that is what we are waiting to see. Look at that, those big candles that are really forming here. So you're still waiting for it to cap and hit all the way up. The market is still crossing the overbought zones on the RSI sign. That means we are now the moment, but the RSI is really not going to work on 70 thing, so that is just to check on how the people are really pushing the prices for the gold. But 87, once you 84,700, that is a very good selling point. Gold prices generally long term, monthly, the whole year of 2025, gold has actually been moving up, right? And also when we get the lower prices, let's say 45, then we actually going to have some buys again. When the market drops down, we are going to have some buys as well. We are going to buy when the market moves down to 45. We are going to buy again at 45.
Operation Wealth Ascension 2026 done, no? Done Tech Forex. Operation Wealth Ascension 2026 done, no?
When market drops to almost 45, then I think we can have some buys again. That is the plan that I have. Yeah, basically that is the plan for the gold USD JPY to keep moving. And actually even gold is going to keep moving up. Remember also the USD JPY, it has to kind of drop. Yeah, that is going to validate it to move on those sides. So I can relate this some of these things to keep the chart clean. So selling point.
Making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing. Making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing. Making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me. Loyal to my destiny, can't give up, it's meant to be. They think it's too good to be true, I call it realty. For those who have eyes, I provide transparency, a vision that can't be unseen. You can try it yourself, whether on a demo account or on your own wealth. The method is so simple, the indicator so simple. All you gotta do is tune in and pay attention. Hey, you see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. Had to become a marksman. Operation Wealth Ascension 2026 done, no? Done Tech Forex. Operation Wealth Ascension 2026 done, no? Done tech Forex. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me. Loyal to my destiny, can't give up, it's meant to be. They think it's too good to be true, I call it reality. For those who have eyes, I provide transparency, a vision that can't be unseen. You can try it yourself, whether on a demo account or on your own wealth. The method is so simple, the indicator's so simple. All you gotta do is tune in and pay attention. Hey, you see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me. Loyal to my destiny, can't give up, it's meant to be. They think it's too good to be true, I call it reality. For those who have eyes, I provide transparency, a vision that can't be unseen. You can try it yourself, whether on a demo account or on your own wealth. The method is so simple, the indicator's so simple. All you gotta do is tune in and pay attention. Hey, you see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. Had to become a marksman. Operation Wealth Ascension 2026, done no. Done tech Forex. Operation Wealth Ascension 2026, done no. Done tech Forex. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me. Loyal to my destiny, can't give up, it's meant to be. They think it's too good to be true, I call it reality. For those who have eyes, I provide transparency, a vision that can't be unseen. You can try it yourself, whether on a demo account or on your own wealth. The method is so simple, the indicator's so simple. All you gotta do is tune in and pay attention. Hey, you see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living and profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like done tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters it's heartless, they couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. and flossing, making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Dun Tech Forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters, it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman. See how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Dun Tech Forex. Turn the pain into progress. For them haters, it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman.
Hello.
Halo, habari leo.
Salama sana.
Kati dola marketplace na kama tunazungumza dakika
Sawa, tuongee baadaye.
baadaye. Sawa.
Operation Wealth Ascension 2026 done no Done Tech Forex Operation Wealth Ascension 2026 done no Done Tech Forex. You see how I'm flexing and flossing, making a living in profit. Shout out to the viewers that's watching. Wanna live like Dun Tech Forex, turn the pain into progress. For them haters, it's heartless. They couldn't stop this regardless. Had to become a marksman when I first started. Losses were often, now I can hit my targets, even when it's dark. And it's important to acknowledge all of my involvement. This don't come out of nowhere, had to show endurance. And you know it's authentic, no copy, it's just me.